Hi everyone, welcome. If you are new here, I am Tammy and this is Isaac's Rusty Wagon. Today I'm going to be sharing a video of my outside and the work I've been doing on it this past week, in between all the rain that we have had lately, driving me nuts. But I was able to get my landscaping cleaned up and do a little bit of changing up and decorating out there. It is far from done, but I have gotten everything changed up from spring into summer. And summer for me is Americana, so you will see a lot of that out there. And then also I was able to go and get my front porch switched up. So I'm going to be sharing that today. And on my wreath that I made a rag bow. So at the end of this video, I am going to be sharing my second attempt at a tutorial on how to make a rag bow. So I am bound and determined to get better at those. So practice makes perfect, and I'm just going to keep trying. That's all I can say. This one might be a little bit better, maybe, hopefully. We'll see. So I'm going to share that. And then also the other day I went over to my mother-in-law's, and she has done such a great job on her back patio. She lives in a duplex, so she has done some landscaping out there and to give her some privacy, and it looks so pretty. So I'm going to share that also at the end of the video. And yeah, just a little bit of outdoors this time. So I hope you enjoy it. And if you do, please hit that like button for me. And I'd love to hear from you. If you want to leave me a comment, I always love those. And if you like these kind of videos, please hit that subscribe button and follow along. Thanks so much. Hello, everyone. I am a hot, sweaty mess, so I am not showing my face on the camera right now. But we keep having storms, and another one is predicted for tomorrow, so I wanted to get on here and show the progress that I've made in the yard and getting it cleaned up. I'm still not finished. There's still some spots I need to do and rearrange, but I guess we'll start with right here by the back door. And if you know me very well, you know that for me, summer is Americana, so that is what will all be around my yard. But I did hang this sign up, or this shelf up the other day, and I thought that looked cute. It's just a cheap shelf that I got from Hobby Lobby, and I painted it white. Oh, and then I hung some lanterns and some bunting and a little child's outfit, and then a Pepsi apron because it's red, white, and blue. And then I have my scale out here, even though he always wants to turn around. So I've just put some artificial flowers. As you walk around, or as we walk around, you will see that, yes, I am one of those ladies that like to put artificial flowers in their yard. So I've done my window boxes up here with some fake geraniums and greenery. And then we just have this little display here. So right here is Brett's old Coke machine and my stack of rusty wagons. I used to have these in my shop over by my checkout area. Since I don't have that anymore, I've moved them out here. And there's my bee steep, and I got this little blue wagon years ago from a vendor at my shop. So just through the summer, I decided to move it out here, and then I'll move it back in my sewing room. And then that welcome sign, my son bought that for me a few years ago for Mother's Day. And that little house my mom made years ago. Let's see. trying not to move super quick. And then I just got this double rocker at Walmart, or online at Walmart. So trying to find a good spot for it. I may move it back some, but for right now it's fine. And then there's Brett's Harry, our Sasquatch. I'd like to get some more pillows for out here. Some in red, white, and blue. I've had these boxes, I think, since the early 2000s. My mom got them for me for Christmas. One thing, my ferns are real. Kroger's actually had them on sale for $10. So I went and bought some. And then my hostesses, they just go nuts over here. They keep getting big. I mean, these will even get taller as the summer goes on. So what I want to try to do in the fall is separate them, because there are so many in here that some of the smaller ones are getting hidden. Like there's another one in there and you just can't see it. It's getting overtaken. And then there's some different, like here you can see one of the small ones. So I just love them. Look how massive. They do wonderful right there. I did not plant them. Those were there when we bought this house a few years ago. That's just a little wreath I made years ago, and a old screen door, and a wagon wheel. And then over here, I've noticed my screen doors. I have them hanging long ways, and they've been like that for a few years. So I think what I'm going to do this year is take them down and turn them the correct way, and maybe use them as a backdrop behind that couch. But I've been able to get my mulch done the last couple of days, so that's good. I was getting so frustrated because it will not quit raining and storming. So not all of my plants have come up. So I'm hoping putting that mulch down will help. It's my bicycle planter thing. It's falling apart too. So many things I've had so many years that they are literally falling apart. Now this ladder I put out here new this year, I got that at South County Antique Mall for $10. Thought that was a great price. And that crow on that barbed wire, or not barbed wire, I can't think of it right now, a metal rod. There's a name for it, but I can't think. I've had him for years too. So my flowers aren't bloomed yet. So I will have to do another video when everything starts blooming. But I tell you, we haven't had the best weather here in Southern Illinois. We had like a real warm snap in February, I guess it was. And then it's been hit and miss with rain and cold ever since. Rain or cold. I did get this mulch done today. And then I have to go buy more hospices. If you see, I kept weed eating them. And I weed eated some of them down. So I'm hoping now that my mulch is out that they will start coming up. But I'm going to go buy more hospices so I can finish around the tree this year. So yeah, right here is this is where I'm going to turn the doors the correct way and put them behind this couch. So I think that'll look cute, and I'll be sure to share it whenever I get that done. And when my mimosa tree comes into bloom, it is gorgeous. This is my fern pile that I did today. Brett's gonna kill me because he just cleaned up the last one. But I have this area here, this nasty area. That is like, the bushes are dying. I think this was original when 20 years ago when the house was built. And it's just getting overgrown. So I'm just gonna try to cover it up with dirt. Maybe have someone come in and scrape the rock away and cover it up with dirt. We did that on the other side of the shed. You can't even tell it was there. So here's my little flower bed I started last year. And like I said, nothing's really blooming yet. It's all coming up. But very few flowers, just on those grasses. And that's my Tractor Supply rooster. And then I got the little chick this year. So got some flowers and things on the other side of the shed. They haven't bloomed yet. And then I have a chicken feeder that I use as a window box. I haven't planted anything in it yet. So get that done. I'm just grateful to be able to get outside. I've been going crazy wanting to get out here and work on things, and it's just been too crappy out here. So this is my junk garden that I started last year. I need to get more flowers and plants and stuff for it, and more junk, of course. But it's just a fun little spot on the side of my house. And I don't remember where I got these rusty ones. I think it was from a wholesale place back when I had my store. So and yes, more artificial flowers inside my flower boxes. Oh well, I don't care. One day I might plant live ones, but I like to change things too much. That's I used to have this door in my dining room at my previous house, and there's just nowhere for it here. So I've moved it out here to the junk garden. And then these vines are finally starting to grow, but I'm having so much problems with them going upward. I don't know. I need to watch a video or something to see how you train them to go up. They keep wanting to just bunch up at the bottom, but it's been probably 3 years for this one, and it's just now starting to really grow. This one I think we planted a couple of years ago. It's still kind of dinky. I've got to get some flowers for these. So this is my summer style on my porch for now. I still need to add some more things, I think. And there's that wreath with the rag bow that I made. And I think on this video, on the end of this video, I'm going to share my second attempt for a tutorial. I'm bound and determined to get a good one eventually. Practice makes perfect, right? So I'm just going to keep sharing tutorials until I get it down. I've just been working on trying to add some junk out here. And then there's my wagon, my poor baby. It's in such bad shape. I had to put bricks underneath it this year because it's finally fallen apart. The wheels gave out. And my future daughter-in-law and my son bought me this petunia and brought it over today for Mother's Day. So I'm pretty proud of that. This is another Uncle Sam that I've had for years, and I attached him out here to this tree. And then I have one more vine out here that will not grow up. I see people with light posts and they have these flowery vines and they look fabulous. Mine just want to grow outward, not up. And I've tried to take them and already been tie wrapped them some, trying to get them to go up, and they just won't. So, oh well, maybe eventually it'll all fill in with flowers inside the round circle. Well, like I said, I'm not finished yet, but I wanted to get on and give you guys a little tour of the yard and what I've gotten done so far. I hope you enjoy it, and I will definitely keep you updated as I add more things or change things around. And I appreciate you watching. Thanks so much. Look here, the difference in one day. We've got some blooms. That's so exciting. And we're supposed to get really bad storms today, and I am going to be so mad if it tears up these flowers. So here's hoping it doesn't. Hello everyone. I am terrible about remembering to take videos on the things that I'm doing. But anyway, I am going to be working on switching my front porch over to Americana. So I am going to be making a rag bow to put on a grapevine wreath. And since summer is Americana, I'm doing it in the reds and the blues. And you see here how I just took a piece of fabric. This one's pretty long, but so it's probably around, I don't know, 25 to 30 inches long, but they don't need to be that long. It's whatever length you want on your bow. And I'm just making little snippets there and then simply pulling and ripping the fabric, and so it comes out into strips like this. Then I'm going to separate them, and I will have half of the strips for the part that hangs down, and half of the strips I will be forming into the bow area, which I will show you in just a minute. All right, I just measured them, and these and the blue are 44 inches long. Those are 28. Now, most of the tutorials that tell you how to make them, they usually say between 12 and 18. I like mine long. And if I get it made and it's too long, I can always just take the scissors and cut some of the length off of the part that hangs down. So, okay, I took the strips and I divided them into two piles. One is going to be for the bow, and one is going to be for the area that hangs down. And then I have two leftover strips, which I will show you what to do with them. All right, so you're going to start taking your strips to form the bow and just folding them over where they overlap a little bit, because you're going to be tying them off here. So you want to hold both sides together. So you want them to overlap. And the way I do it is I go back and forth through the colors. You don't have to. And see, actually, now that I'm looking at this, I think for the bow ones, these are the really long ones. I think I told you they were 40 something. I actually am going to cut these super long ones in half for the upper part of the bow. Okay. For the streamer part, the long ones will work really good, but I forgot. It's been a while since I made one of these. I forgot for the bow, and I'm trying to do it one-handed. So I'm just going to do them there. And you want the overlap part to be together, of course, so that when you go to tie it, you're getting all of them. But if you miss a couple, it's really no big deal. It'll just hang down. You're not gonna really notice it. So this is a lot harder to do while holding a camera. Okay, so I'll be right back. Okay, so here they are, and I just sort of laid them out, some straight, some sideways. You just want the loopy part to pretty much stay together, so when you tie it, it stays formed as a bow. Hold on one second. Okay, so I took one of those strips of leftover fabric, and I set the bow on top of it, and all we're going to do is take this and we're going to tie it right here on top into a knot. Okay, so I've tied that in a knot just right there on the top, and then we get the extra strips that we had. Okay, so here they are. They're just the extra strips, and I'm going to put them there, and then I'm going to take a piece of that other scrap, and we're just going to tie this also. I'm going to tie this in a knot right here, however you want him to lay. So, all right, I did it again. I turned off I thought I turned it on. So what I was saying, the part I didn't record, is okay, so you'll see here is where it's tied. And so I took the loops that were hanging off of it, and I just simply tied the strip section to the back with this. And I hate that this is typical me trying to share things. I shut my camera off. So, but basically you're just tying the two sections together is all you're doing. So it looks like it's one bow, but it's actually just two sections tied together. Okay, so I took two of the strips from it and just tied it onto the grapevine wreath. See? Now you could hot glue it, but I'm not going to because I'll end up stripping all this down after the season's over with. So let's add a little bit more. I think I'm going to add some geraniums and a flag and just stick them in there right in the top. And we'll see what it looks like.